Hello everybody, welcome back to 366 Days of Hope. My name is Pearl and I'm here to share our next video, which is another food haul. So I went to 3 different places to fill up on groceries. We basically didn't have a lot of groceries, much for the week, mainly because we were traveling, and then we went ahead and emptied out most of our refrigerator, so now we got to restock, right? So this one generally tends to be the most expensive, but then after that we kind of like slowly only buy the things that are needed, right? So today I went to 3 different places, and yes, it was about 120 bucks for everything. And we of course had to go to Walmart, and the only thing I got at Walmart was the vegan kimchi, and that was it. And vegan kimchi is very hard to find. Even though I go to the Asian markets, it's really hard to find vegan kimchi because usually they put shrimp in it. And so if you're going out to restaurants, just being mindful about the kimchi because the majority of them probably do have shrimp in it. Then I went to the Asian market, which is right next door to Walmart. So I got 2 big bags of groceries and this big bag of rice. So this is jasmine rice. It's 25 pounds of rice, and this probably takes us at least, I would say, almost 3 months or more to finish. So that's actually not bad, especially because I mean we do eat rice, but we don't eat it like every single day. We tend to eat it when we need it. So that bag was almost 30 bucks for 25, so that's not too bad. Then we got chayote, which is kind of like, tastes almost potato-y, and this is something that I love to put in soups, and because we're getting into that winter weather, we're definitely getting a lot of soups. Also got some soy vegetarian chicken slices, which I'm going to marinate to make me some tocino. Now you guys have seen my tocino recipes. Those ones are awesome. And then I got some already fried tofu, which basically you just toss into the soups that you want. You can have it frozen, or you can go ahead and put it into your air fryer and heat it up a little bit more. And I ended up getting some more noodles. So instead of, you know, a lot of the ramen broths tend to be very high sodium. So I like to make my own, you know, broth, and then just add the noodles in. And these ones are really good. I get this from the Asian market, and it has a stack of them. And this is like, I think $3 or $4 instead of getting like ramen packets, which you probably only get 5, and it's already like $7. So honestly, I think that this is much better of an investment than trying to buy like actual ramen packets. Sure, they have the seasonings, but if you have like, you know, bouillon on you, vegetarian bouillon, you can just throw that in, and then whatever vegetables that you have, it's perfect. You can just toss anything in. And then I got tocino, Mamacita's tocino, to make that chicken tocino like I mentioned. I would usually make that myself, but I don't always have all the seasonings for it. And then I've got some oyster mushrooms that I picked up, and it is the season for persimmons. I love persimmons. I don't know about you guys, but persimmons are one of my favorite fruits that I've learned to love since I lived in Korea. And then we ended up having some more mushrooms. So these are, I think they're called trumpet mushrooms. And these ones are delicious. And they weren't actually bad for a whole stack of this. This is about $5 right here. And those ones are great because they kind of taste like meaty. So you slice them up real thin, and then you just kind of pan fry them however you want, or steam them up, air fry them. You know, it's really up to you. And then, of course, I had to get me some bok choy, because bok choy is so good to put in soups and stir fries. And since I'm going to do a lot of that in the next couple days, I just figured might as well. So usually I switch out my greens. Last week I mainly focused on kale, so I had Tuscan kale. If you don't know what that is, Tuscan kale is basically really, really deep greens. Like, it's a really dark green color. And I got like a bag of that, and I basically put it in everything. I made an acorn squash. Now, you guys probably saw that in my recipes. I had shared an acorn squash soup. And then what I did was I remade that, and then I added kale and blended it all together. So yes, the soup came out green, but it was so delicious. It was really fantastic. It had a great flavor. And then I topped it off by adding ravioli to it. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. Like vegan ravioli from Trader Joe's. It's the one with the cashew. I'll put a picture up of what that looks like, but I wish I took a picture of the soup. I unfortunately ate it all before I thought about taking a picture. So maybe next time I'll share a little bit more on how I made that. But again, it's another one of those things where you just kind of get creative in the kitchen and you just don't think about it because you're just enjoying, you know, the creating and of course the eating part of it. And then of course I went to Aldi's. So I have so much stuff from Aldi's. I got sourdough bread. I got pineapple, which is not quite ripe, but needs to sit out a bit more. And honestly, it was better buying that rather than buying like the pre-cut stuff, because what I found is that pre-chopped, even though we're paying for the convenience, it just, you get so little of it. And so I just felt like, you know, in terms of like money and your effort, probably better to just buy it like while it's still maturing. The next one, of course, are our favorite chips, because you can't go wrong with chips and salsa, right? It does not have as much salt as I would think. There's only 60 milligrams of salt, and the calories are 140. So that's actually pretty good. So I don't mind that. And then, of course, we got our vegan shredded cheddar cheese. I got carrots, and of course, some cucumbers to go in our salad, because we still have salad left over. And then we got tofu. Of course, my block of tofu. We're always getting those. And then we got avocado packs. Now, I would get normal, like straight avocado, but I never can be sure. They tend to go bad sometimes. I do love them from Costco. I just don't always have the time to go to Costco, honestly. So, and of course, this is a splurge for my husband. He really loves eggnog, so I got him almond eggnog. Okay, so it's non-dairy eggnog, so if you're a big eggnog fan, but you've decided to go vegan, this is a great option. So I've decided to try brekkie. Now, I love oats and breakfast, but I saw these and I thought, hey, these are vegan. I'm gonna give them a try. So maybe I'll do a review on what I think about brekkie to see if they're even worth getting, because sometimes it's like I see, and this is actually how I found the vegan cheese, because you know, you look at it and it's like, oh, it's vegan. I want to give it a try and see if it's good. So that's kind of like what I've decided to do, is give those a try, and maybe I will post some reviews about some of the good vegan options that are out there, especially if you just transitioned and you don't even know like what vegan stuff is out there, how good it is. Maybe we could just do a review and kind of help you move towards that goal. So of course I had to get oranges, because this is a time when a lot of people are getting sick and we want people to stay healthy, in this house anyways. So we need to have our vitamin C. Of course, we got our chunky salsa. One of my favorite chunky salsas, actually, because I love salsa. And this one is just straight up tomato puree, diced tomatoes, jalapeno peppers, distilled vinegar, salt, and garlic. So I really like that. And it's pretty simple ingredients that you can read. And of course, we had to get all the almond milks, right? So my husband got his 80 cal almond milk. Now I was doing mine and I tried it. I think what happened was that the butter that I got, the almond butter that I got, I don't know if it expired or it's good, but the almond milk that I made for it did not taste out the way that it used to. So I went ahead and got myself one just in case. I might end up using that for something else. So guys, this is what I guess $120 worth of food looks like. Definitely a lot longer of a video than most of my other food hauls, but nonetheless, this will be about, I would say, 2 weeks worth of food. And I create something every single week, every day, and usually if I do bulk cooking, then obviously it's going to stretch out a little bit. But nonetheless, guys, may you have a great winter, and with that said, may you live, thrive, and be healthy. Take care, guys. Bye.